All right, hey, this is Mark coming to you from Baker's Green Acres. Today's the 25th June 2018, and this is going to be another target of opportunity. In the homesteading business, a lot of times things just pop up, and you got to take advantage of them while you can, and they give you a gain. And a gain would be something that you didn't have when you started. Sometimes you get something that you didn't want, and that wouldn't be a gain. And sometimes you pay for something and you pay more for it than it's worth, and that's not a gain. But in this case, I got a bunch of pumpkins from a lady on the peninsula last year, and I fed them in this pen. I had some pigs in this pen here, and this is where I had them staged, so I dumped them here. So there's a bunch of mushy pumpkins dumped right in here, because this here is my composting area, my materials handling. I get my firewood here. I stage all of my scrap metal here, and then once in a while I'll throw it on the truck and take it to the scrap yard. So this area sometimes can get a little bit messy. But right here I had, looks to be about 50 pumpkin plants come up, and they're real nice. And so I tried transplanting some of them over to another location over there by the shop, and it was a tough process. The leaves died on them, and then little tiny shoots came out of the middle of it, and they're gonna go, but it's a stressful process, you know, and it's stressful watching it. So I got 50 plants right here, and you'd think, well, just rototill them down, but I can't do that. I don't want to do that. They just look so nice and healthy. Let me get over here and then I'll turn this around. This is one that I just transplanted because he was way right in the driveway, and he'd been driven over but kept coming back, you know. And here's some of the other ones, and they're just real nice. You know, there's another one that I transplanted. I don't know if he'll make it, but he was in a place we was gonna definitely buy the farm at one point. And I tried putting some in pots last night. Came out this morning, they were wilted down to nothing. I put some of them in water, just the roots in water. They wilted down to nothing. So I guess I don't have the technique to do this. There must be a way to do it, but I'm not gonna stress about that right now. But for right now, what I did is I put up a temporary fence around these plants, and then I'm going to connect it to this area up here, which, if you may remember, I had a little pen up here last year, 32 by 32, and it's where I was putting all of our weaner pigs, and those are the pigs that we've taken from their mothers, and trying to get them so that they can start eating solid food. And generally by the time we take them, they're already on solid food. But I had them in here, and you can see that the soil here is a lot darker than the soil around it. So that was another target of opportunity. I just couldn't not do something with it. So we put in 6 rows of sweet corn here, and we did this last night, yesterday afternoon. That's a me and Frank job, and it took us all of about 30 minutes to do. So there's 6 rows, and they're probably 75 feet long. So that's a lot of sweet corn. And you may be wondering, wow, you're planting sweet corn kind of late. Well, I think the mindset is that we got to get it in the ground as soon as possible so we can have corn as soon as possible. But we did that, and our corn is up, you know, to the middle of my thigh, and it's going to be nice and early, and we'll eat that, and then, you know, 2-3 stalks per, or 2-3 ears per stalk, we'll run that out. But then this will start coming in, and this will come in all the way into September. We've had corn on stalks in October that we've taken off and brought in the house, and people are so tired of corn. I never get tired of corn. I love it. So I've got 6 rows of corn right here, and then this area right here there's nothing in there, and it's the connection to the pumpkins over there. Now, I don't think the pumpkins are going to come all the way up here. They probably won't. And this is what leads me to my next point, is targets of opportunity. They're laying out there. All you have to do is go and find them. And here's a good place to look. Now, everybody thinks you got to get all your stuff planted by a certain date. Well, then all the starts that are on the shelf at these stores and nurseries, they kind of lose their value because nobody wants them anymore. Well, you can go in there and you can just pick them up for nothing. And have a place dedicated where you can just put them in. And you'll get something out of it, but what the beauty of that is, you know, somebody has made those starts, and some of the starts that we get from, say, like, you know, the big stores, like around here we have Myers, and who knows where they started them, who knows, you know, they've trucked them maybe from all the way over there in Wyoming or something, who knows. But then when we bring them here, they have to adjust to this area, this climate, this, you know, parts per million of different nutrients that are in our soil and all that stuff. So they may struggle that first year. And then, but the next year, if we utilize the seeds from them, so if we save the seeds, then we can do our own starts. And that's where the little greenhouse comes in right handy. Okay, so I'm gonna cut it off right there, and then I'll pick it up on the other side. I can't go too long with these here videos. Anyone can farm.